She also has this, which this is only tangentially relevant, but I can't help myself. So this is about the motivational seminars that companies were doing in the 90s.
For example, in the midst of downsizing in the mid-90s, 9X subjected its employees to mandatory exercises such as one in which you had to show how many ways you could jump around a room. Oh, no. So the employees jumped on one leg, on both legs, with their hands in the air, with one hand covering an eye. They jumped, and they jumped, and they jumped some more. Then the leaders would say things like, "Look how creative you are. How many different ways you can manage to jump around the room?" I would be jumping out a window,
dude.
Folks. Check this one out.
These are like adults, dude. It's so belittling, this
Absolutely
shit.
not. I'm coming back with a gun.
So I read whomovedmycheese.com, which is like archive.org, like it's not around anymore, but it has testimonials from people who like used Who Moved My Cheese in the workplace. And like what's so fascinating about it is they're almost all from managers. It's not like workers were like, hey, I used this and it was actually really helpful for me. It was managers saying, I gave this to my employees.
I loved making those little sluts jump around the room.
I know.
They looked pathetic.
Dude, but it also recasts that list of companies at the beginning, right? Where it's like, Southwest Airlines sent it to 27,000 employees to their homes. This is layoff propaganda, right? It's like, if you get laid off for no fucking reason, don't just sit there and ask, ooh, who did this to me? Don't ask for benefits. Move forward. No one, there was no pull from workers for this. It was always pushed from management. So I'm going to make you read one of the testimonials from this website.
This book was very illuminating.
That would be so much better than what this actually is, Peter.
All right. There's a title that says, Boss, Employees Share Large Cheese Platter.
Large cheese platter.
As my new title at work, CEO, Chief Excitement Officer, permits, I realized that if I shared the wealth of wisdom inside these 95 pages with my staff, perhaps it would excite them as well. I thought maybe it would improve their lives and expose them to the reality of what is and what can become of each and every one of us in the workforce. Imagine being talked to like this by someone with a job this fake. Absolutely go fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself. They say, on a Tuesday morning, I asked my staff to report to work at 8:45 a.m. We open at 10:30. I'm going to lose it.
Dude.
All employees were present and anxious to find out why they were there early.
I'll bet they were.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I felt like a teacher ready to tell a story to her students. I read the entire book to them. Many employees shared that when I was reading the book, they could relate that it was actually themselves they were hearing, while others believed it would help them in their paths.
Everyone loved it, but in different ways, in slightly different ways.
Now, when I have a new project to introduce, all I have to say is, today is New Cheese Day. I think I'm having a panic attack.